Hello today, gang, on Horrible Dialogue Masterpiece Theater. Well, no, not really. It's more like a random game of the day, and we're playing The Evil Within. So, this is going to be really scary. Well, not really. I decided, since it's being October and all, to do scary games. So, I got plenty of games, so I'm sure I should find plenty of scary games to do. So we're gonna do scary games all this month all the way up to Halloween. So hence this game. Uh, this was made. This game was made by the creator of Resident Evil. So eventually all the creators of all these great game genres are eventually returned to what made them famous. I remember when this game was announced and they played the first section of the game on stage in the demo at E3. In the demo, which was playing in the background here, it starts off with some hilariously bad dialogue, like I said. It exchanges between the main characters, but it is normally what you get from a Japanese game, extremely bad American voiceovers. It's not the level of bad that was in Resident Evil or Silent Hill, but anyway, back to the game. At E3, they showed this amazingly tense sequence. You have to sneak around past a big, gibberish zombie dude. And it will kill you if it sees you. You can actually sneak up behind him and stab him in the back, but all that does is kind of piss him off and get yourself killed. So what was the point of getting a knife? Well, just cut yourself down. But as you can tell here in the background, the graphics are pretty damn good for. This is, I guess, technically a next gen game. Since it came out in the next gen, so I would expect graphics to look like this. Now, okay, back to the demo anyway. Well, when the demo starts, you're hanging upside down and having that killer gunning a man right next to you.
Stay sharp.
He ends up cutting the guy in half with some rather gruesome sound effects. And you can see his torso flop off and his intestines hanging out. He's dragging along the ground. He goes off into the other room. There's your chance to swing and get the knife. Then the knife is fucking. They could make it stand out more unless they made a neon sign pointing to it and saying, "Here, grab this," because it's flashing. So swing, grab it, and it's completely useless. So to make a long story short here, it's a tense 15 to 20 minutes game. Well, most of us were under depression and assumed and knew it real soon that the entire game was going to focus on that sort of tension there.
I've got it.
No, but we were definitely wrong. And that is the rather deceptive opening. The game starts to veer back towards its Resident Evil roots when you get a gun, etc., etc. And that would make this game a bit more difficult than the average Resident Evil is at the total lack of ammo. Or on the normal difficulty, you really have to choose your battles very carefully and definitely wisely. And run, and you'll be running a lot if you can. Or hide. Or run and hide. As stealth is pretty much the viable option in this game, compared to like Resident Evil, where stealth doesn't exist. There is even a whole mechanic for the whole stealth thing, because when you go into an area, the enemies will immediately notice you. And when you get close enough to one, this little eyeball appear up at the top of your screen, they'll have it like looking back and forth like it's searching for you. If you're spotted, the eyeball will get big and it'll look straight ahead. And the enemies in the area will start chasing you, kind of Metal Gear Solid. There's actually quite a bit of complaints about how little ammo you get. It's almost a normal difficulty. It's almost completely unfair. I haven't played it on hard difficulty, so I'm assuming there's even less ammo. But the ammo count's kind of like an artificial difficulty modifier that makes the game like needlessly that much harder. We're trying to create tension. You're down to your last bullet, and you got a bunch of guys coming at you. What do you do? Do one of the people who teach me should just David Evil Amnesia Darkness and Route and just urge me to hide and survive. That makes me really intense. There's not that many of them. So, well, there's been quite a few up here lately, mostly in the NBC. Though this is the Resident Evil creator we're talking about, some of the boss battles are quite. Some of the boss battles in this game are quite gimmicky, not straightforward. Some of the new Resident Evil titles. Although the trick to beat them, there's always a trick to beat the bosses. So I will admit I had a bit of trouble with two of the bosses throughout the game. The first one was the lady you have to set on fire a bunch of times until she dies. Hooker's Hall. And the second one was the guy with his head in the safe. I didn't have a whole hell of a lot of ammo, so naturally I kept dying. I didn't have enough ammo at all, so I ended up having these freaking God mode. It has to start the whole fucking game over again. And I'm sure there's probably a trick to beat him without using any ammo, but I didn't have the patience. Because in that boss fight, you have to hit him a couple times until he just like dies. Then you have to go hit these valves because the place is constantly filling up with gas. Well, you have to have the ammo to freaking knock them down, so it will give you time to hit the valves for the gas. You don't have the ammo, you can't knock them down. You can't knock them down. You can't freaking open the valves. Now, I mean, there might be another way if you like run around and hide and try to lose them, because the place isn't exactly open-ended. I mean, in a circle or anything, so it's kind of hard to get around without him seeing you. And it's a tight spot too. So. But yeah, that was the second one I had trouble with. So I can't really comment on the story since actually I never finished the game because I lost my saves. I was getting pretty close to the end. Now, I will say that the story is not particularly tough, though. Like I said, you can't get past the grumble voice acting and terribly written dialogue, or maybe the dialogue isn't totally terribly written. It's maybe just something that's lost in translation, maybe. But yeah, you can get past it. Beyond that, I don't think I was actually ever scared while I played this game. I'm sure there's very few really cheap jump scares at the beginning. At the beginning of the game, it's really building tension, but I really don't think that I've ever been actually scared by this game. I mean, a couple of the bosses will give you the oh shit, how the fuck do I kill this thing? But after a while, it becomes just frustrating. Hey, you need to start over. Like I said, if you have enough ammo, you have to start over. If you don't want to cheat, use God mode to pass it. Because then some of the sections of the game you have to fight, you can't sneak past. There's actually a lot of sections of the game where you have to fight. So, Evil Within really scratches that kind of Resident Evil shooter itch, supernatural zombie, whatever itch that you don't really get to fill all that off. And since Resident Evil's kind of been on hiatus, what was their main games anyway? I mean, the Revelation games are still pretty good. They don't feel big, expansive, in depth as the Resident Evil main series does. It doesn't feel like you're actually changing anything in the Resident Evil world when you play this game. It's kind of like a small size story. But yeah, this game scratches that itch. I do like the game a lot, even with some flaws. And there are a couple of flaws on the PC version. Well, there was. They kind of fixed them. There's still one that really bothered me. When the game first came out, there was actually, you could only play it was locked at 30 FPS, and with VSync on. That's the two flaws there. Since then, they released a patch that allows you to make the game go locked at 60 FPS, which makes everything a lot smoother. But VSync, you still can't turn VSync on. Now, if you play with the keyboard and mouse, your mouse is going to lag. I mean, I hate that, but I can't play with the controller, so. Naturally, I play with I have to play with my Xbox 360 controller. I don't have an Xbox 360, I don't have an Xbox 360 controller that I don't know if my computer uses. I remote. But also another thing that annoys me is you don't bring your deck. I looked at the graphics saying mine would be turned off. So, and here in the background we got another one of those tension scenes where I have to hide from the guy just tearing around everywhere, but it's pretty much all well scripted. All you have to do is be in a certain spot at a certain time and just walk on past you. Lastly, it does charm that sepia tone effect, so you notice in the video that everything kind of has this brownish kind of washed out tone to it, and it strips out a lot of the color. And I'm just about out of time for this video. Actually, kind of over time for this video. But, yeah. Flaws aside, this really scratches that monster killing itch. So, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you like any of my videos, I don't get that many videos. But if you like any of the videos, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.